So here it is, the last race, the money time point of this event. It is the top 36 Senior Rotax final. We've got a list of drivers ready to go into battle for one final time for 2024. The front row, Kai Rilletz and Macaulay Bishop, with Rilletz on pole. Thijs van Wijk and Matthias Turlo, row 2. Oakley Pryor, Lawrence Herboz, row 3. Tom Langlois and Tino Sidler, row 4. Knud Nielsen, Jort van Wijk round out the top 10. Great showing for Jort van Wijk despite a difficult qualifying yesterday evening. Matthias Marchalt and Kai Veach ran out row 6. Devian Horst and Sverre Ubben, row 7. Tay Stevens, Charlie Smith, Rafael Moreau, Mario Sidler and Laro Kuhanidze with Sebastian Koch round out the top 20. Completing the 36 strong are Krit Knoren, Archie Buttle, Manolo Sendan, Lloyd Hare, Leblib Bastien, Jack West, Tino Potier, Jay Zerveld, Enes de Mercaya, Sasha M, Lex Quintons, Robbie Stodder, Alex M, Kaz Boshouse, Oscar Guccio, bringing up the 36th and final capacity spot on the grid, Rein van der Meer from the Netherlands. So, as with the... oh, right. Who is that that's just stopped? Oh, Matthias Marchalt. Matthias Marchalt, who was due to start 11th. Oh, has the chain come off? Oh, he's frantic. Oh, he's moving the chain guard. Moving the chain guard. I don't... Oh, no. Such a shame for the youngster from Belgium. 16 years of age. Was frantically trying to get the chain guard up so he could get clearance to put the chain back on, and the marshal has pulled the car off to the side. So that is a real shame. There's going to be a gap on the inside of row 6. Heartbreak for the birthday boy earlier on this week. Just turned 16. Now, the battle lines have been drawn, but the war is going to start very fast, very quickly, and it's going to be frantic. So keep your eyeballs peeled for what happens now. But I think we might not be going green this time. Let's see if everyone gets into formation. Right, lights on, revs up, we are underway. And a couple of slight sidewall clashes between Rilletz and Bishop as one goes off and onto the grass off the runoff area. And now drivers going around the outside at turn number 4 into 5 for the first time. So now the race begins in earnest. Underneath the floodlights here at 4:15 on Sunday the 8th of December. The track is at its optimum. The real battle I have been sensing all weekend long, and it started with Superpole yesterday afternoon. It is the battle between Rilletz and Bishop. And Rilletz has got some waft with him on that OTK. But Bishop leads after the opening lap by just under 3/10. Matthias Turlo up to 3rd. Thijs van Wijk 4th. Knud Nielsen, Tom Langlois, Lawrence Herboz, Tino Sidler, Oakley Pryor and Sverre Ubben round out the top 10. There is one driver that has won 2 titles, who's won the Golden Trophy twice. 2018 as a micro, Bruno Mulders went on and did the same thing in 2021, but never in Golden Trophy history since 2018 has there been one driver that has successfully defended their crown as the Golden Trophy champion. And now it's going to be close. Across the line we go to complete lap number 2. 0.12 separates Bishop and Rilletz. And Rilletz dives to the inside of the racing line at turn 2 to try and carry the momentum through behind Bishop. Now into turn 6. Rillerts is waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Only then will he pull the trigger. Now he dives to the outside into turn 7. Bishop holding his racing line. Sebastian Koch, in the meantime, has made up 6 places up to 14th. Enes Dimitrikai up from 29th and then it's now 21st as it's time for it's Kai Hillert's putting the feelers out on Macaulay Bishop. Now these two have battled before. As in the meantime, Knud Nielsen dives up the inside through the final corner on Mattis Turlo. 92 thousandths. That is next to nothing. Between Rillerts and Bishop, Rillerts trying to go towards the outside to get the undercut through turn 3. Bishop is wise to it. Now, if anyone might know the name Ben Barnicoat, some of you UK people will know the man who has the all-time record for Kartmasters GP plates at 9. I was there in 2019 with my good friend Henry Baudet when Henry called the record-breaking number 8 across the line, and then I called number 9 across the line. Bishop has got the blinkers on. He is concentrating on his race, knowing what he needs to do. It's everything around you. You'll be able to hear the note of an engine near you. And by that, you have to judge it. And so, if anyone might remember the battle between Strauven and Rillerts last year, now we've got part 2 in the fact it's a new challenger in the form of Macaulay Bishop. Bishop has made one appearance on the podium before. That was P3 as a junior 2 years ago. And he said to me, I'm definitely gunning for the race. I'm gunning for the title. And now Rillerts is sensing, I can sense a little bit of frustration because what is this doing? This is going to make it more than a 2-horse race now because look at the speed of Knud Nielsen. Rillerts swings to the outside, trying to get the under-over through at the final corner. Bishop defends. Black and white warning flag. And that is for the race leader. And Knud Nielsen goes up the inside of Rillerts to take away second. But there's more. New recruit at Dan Holland Racing. Look who's at the back of this quartet. Thijs van Wyk. Brother to York. Both drivers have moved to Dan Holland Racing, and this is their first run with the team. At the moment, York is down 9 places. Unfortunately, his run that he had in the heats have come to not so much in comparison with regards to the 2 heats where he made up a shed load of places. I think he's made the most overtakes this weekend alone. Now up the inside through the final corner goes Rillerts on Nielsen. Van Wyk is now waiting. And now, now that was definitely a finger wave from race director Manuel Branco to Macaulay, possibly to Macaulay Bishop or somebody, as if to say, don't do that. I'm keeping my eyes on you. Now, whether that was to Macaulay Bishop, whether that was to Kai Rillerts, I'm not 100% sure. However, this is now make or break because we are past the halfway point. And at this juncture, York Van Wyk, who is... Mattis Turlo has thrown his hand into the ring. He's just got through on Kai Rillerts. And with just over 5.5 minutes to go, Bishop, look at his lead. It was only going to take one moment in this race for one person to stride away. And now it's gone in the favour of Bishop. Rillerts is having to fight tooth and nail, and then there's a coming together between Mattis Turlo and Thijs van Wyk. And there is Sverre Ubben round the outside of who was that? Oakley Pryor he just did a number on. And Pryor has just had, there we go. Stars and Stripes in full effect. Charlie Smith dives up the inside of Oakley Pryor, and I think that was at turn 6. got the move done to the man from America. And we got a yellow flag heading into turn 10, so no overtaking. Oh, someone's rearranged the barriers. So someone's gone through the foam barriers off of turn number 10 by the grandstand. I'm not too sure who that is. But if it requires a potential clean-up where the marshals need to move on, if there's a full course yellow implemented, but that is at the discretion of race control. Now, Kai Hillatz finds himself 3.6 seconds behind. So Lawrence Herboz and Mario Sidler, I've seen lap 6. They've effectively been shown the blue square of doom alongside them on the live timing. But with 3 3/4 minutes to go, the lead between Macaulay Bishop and Knud Nielsen was nearly 1.7 seconds. So 3:07. Oakley Prize has got a black and white warning flag as well for his troubles. And Matthijs Tolo, after that incident with Thijs van Wijk, has dropped down outside of the top 15. Don't tell me Matthijs Tolo has dropped out of this race. He has. He was in contention. So has Rafael Moreau in the number 311. And that's off of T7. And we've got someone with a noisy exhaust. That is going to call a mechanical black flag for somebody out on circuit. So now, in the meantime, Kai Hillatz now finds himself with an opportunity to close in. So with 2 3/4 minutes to go, first it's Bishop, second it's Nielsen. Rillet's now back up to P3 and starting to start the chase. Because the beginning of the race started one chapter. Now we're into the business end of this race, not only of this 13th and final race, but this competition. So what Tom Longnoir needs to do is not fight with Kai Hillatz, go along with. But that's a bit more easier said than done. So it might have been Le Blé Bastien that's just come in for a noisy exhaust. Didn't see the mechanical black flag, or the meatball flag, being shown on the digital display just by the start-finish straights. But Macaulay Bishop, look, I'm going to be honest here. Everyone apart from 2023 has been a Brit that has won this. So Mark Kimber, 2018. 2021, Kai Hunter. And now, Sean Butcher, 2022. With Hillatz winning it last year. So we are down to 30 runners and riders. We're into the final 60 seconds. And Macaulay Bishop is striding away in the distance. His gap, his lead is about 1.6 seconds as things stand. It's now 1.8. Kai Hillatz has just put in the fastest lap of this race, 55.074. As the darkness starts to fall here at the home of champions, the timer is fast running out. The double was potentially on for that man in third place, Kai Hillatz, but it was not meant to be. Because we now head on to not only the last lap of the Senior Rotax final for the Golden Trophy, but for the Golden Trophy itself. The 368 from DHR from Hertfordshire. I know Mum Kitty is possibly watching at the minute, so we send all our regards to you, Kitty. Hope you're keeping well. And there's a lead of nearly 1.8 seconds. Leader now making his way through into turn 8 for the final time here on lap number 14. But under the floodlights here in Limburg, the fireworks are primed and ready for one final time. It's 5 different winners from 5 different golden trophies. Kai Rillet's last year. This time it goes to Macaulay Bishop from Hoddesdon in the United Kingdom. Knud Nielsen takes second. Kai Rillet takes third, rounding out the top 3, with Rillet also being one of 2 drivers that have gone underneath 55 seconds and takes the fastest lap of the race. Tom Langlois, Sverre Ubben, Charlie Smith. Well done to the man from the United States of America. Finishes up 11 spots as Knud Nielsen has just been demoted. Knud Nielsen loses the podium for using runoff number 1 at turn 2 after the first time on the race. So Macaulay Bishop wins another diamond victory for Dan Holland Racing. Kai Rillet and Tom Langlois are your provisional top 3 in seniors after Knud Nielsen demoted to 7th behind Sverre Ubben, Charlie Smith and Tino Sidler. Devian Horst, Taze Stevens and Kai Veach round out the top 10. Taze van Wyk finishes 11th ahead of Sebastian Koch. Oakley Pryor, Jack West, Oscar Goodshow, 20 places from 35th to 15th. Fantastic by the 303 from France. Archie Buttle, Alex Aim, Lex Quintons, Lado Kohenidze, Enes Dimerkaya ran at the top 20. Krik Knorden, Jay Zurveld, Robbie Stodder, Kaz Boshouse, Manolo Sendin, Lloyd Hare, Tino Potier, Jort van Wyk, Sasha Aim and Rein Vandermeer round out the 30 finishers completing all 14 laps. Le Bleu Bastien out on lap 9, Mathis Tolo and Raphael Moreau on lap 8, Mario Sidler and Lawrence Herboz and on lap 6. And Mathis Marchalt unfortunately not taking to the start due to the chain falling off the engine.